Yeah, and an S2. Retrofitted. Just double checking we're going the right way. First skin was a trailer skin. And when was that? Few cars have that. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's get wireless charge to stick on an incline. Just have it as like a rubbery material, I guess. Stevie, thank you for 200 bits, mate. I bet when trailer ownership comes out, you will have a fleet of Paulie's skin trailer skins in your company, seeing as he has 100 Squirrel Logistics skins. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it's going to work, but that's what you'd want to do, isn't it? Organise like a fleet of skins for the company. Citroen C3 Aircross has a wireless charger port. Good night, Luke. You don't get wireless charging because it's not really wireless.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
You charge your phone without plugging any wires into it. That's why it's called wireless. Kieran, 27 months and not stopping anytime soon. Keep up the good work. Thank you, dude. Apific, how you doing? You still need a wire to use it. No, you take your phone and without plugging any cables in, you put it onto the pad and it charges it. Thus, it's a wireless charge. It sends power to your phone without wires. Hence, it's wireless. I'm not sure what your point is. You don't take a wire and plug it into your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Driving manic. Great stream as usual. Just want to say that your flying video was good and interesting. Hope you well in your next exam and hope you see more flying vids. You will do. I think I'm currently editing one down now from some footage I shot last week, which didn't have any audio commentary, but any cockpit stuff. But I'll make it into a fun. It's got some great GoPro footage though, so I want to make a quick video with it. But I don't think I'm going to post it on the main channel. Wire is between the pad and the socket. What? What do you think it's getting? This is bizarre. So a wireless charging point is plugged into your wall because that's where it gets its power, right? The wireless aspect is not to do with the wire going to the pad. It's to do with the lack of wires going to your phone. It sends power to your phone wirelessly, hence it's a wireless charger. And you're basically saying because I have to plug it in with a wire, it's not a wireless charger. It's just bizarre. Todd, how you doing? Yeah, exactly. You could argue that Wi-Fi isn't wireless because you have to plug it in. What? Yeah, sure. That was the MP1 that did that. That's not in this truck. Big Footy, 39 months. Where can we see a slipper cam during your solos? When can we see a slipper cam during your solos? In about flying? I can't put a camera. I can't put a camera there. It's not going to happen. I think we'll grab some fuel. Your phone needs to be on the wired pad and can't be moved on like Wi-Fi. I'm not really sure what your point is. It was... This is getting weirder. It was never... I mean, are you just being facetious or are you actually serious? Because I kind of feel like you're just kind of being facetious now. Like, it's a wireless charger because it sends power to your phone wirelessly. You put the phone on top of the pad and it transmits power using basically induction current. That's all it does. That's all it does. Frosty Jack, 31 months, but really enjoyed the flight bid. How long now do you think you'll be till you're fully qualified? I want to pass it by September, Frosty Jack. That's my goal, but the weather is always a factor. Like, if I lose too many... We've had good weather recently, but if the weather starts going bad over the next few weeks, I may lose flying time. But I'd like to get it knocked on the head by September. Yeah, wireless charging is very inefficient currently. Absolutely. No, I'm not using physics mods. You don't see the point of it. It's just a convenience thing, Yashi, really. That's all it really is. I mean, I've got a wireless charging pad in the house, but I have to say I hardly ever use it. You want it like that on the trial angle. That doesn't work, Paulie. Because the word environmental is going to be a lot longer than the word squirrel. Trying to think. What I would say then, Paulie, is, you know the way that you did have it? Just have like squirrel and then environmental underneath it. Like stack the words. I don't think writing it right across and going through the logo works too well. But I'll leave it to you, man. I'd still change the grey colour though, I don't think it pops. I'd maybe change that to the same or similar green. Because if you put it next to the green thing, if you put it next to it and say squirrel environmental, you can make it the same colour, because it doesn't sit on top of it.
Welcome back.
Dev Crafty, welcome back. Tell you what, we're not had a photo in ages. You see a runner on the background. I think there was one behind, wasn't there? Oh, no, hang on. Oh my god. Eats a Snickers. I'm not sure where that's coming from, Bez. Alright, Paulie. Because every time you get hungry, you're acting way too demanding against Paulie. Oh my god. I'm not demanding anything. I never demanded anything. I said to him, this is what I think. Twix are better. Yeah, with the Twix, you can eat the biscuit and then roll up the caramel. Love it. Chew off all the biscuit. And then get the caramel bit and roll it up. And then it just pop it in your mouth. It's just the best. I've been eating Twixes like that since I was a kid. Well, that's exactly right. That skin has not been released yet. So, we're just discussing it. I'm okay. If I'm hungry, I've always got some lemon cake. Left Twix or right Twix? Well, if you turn it round, one becomes the other. I have discussions with a fussy customer. The left Twix is way better. I'll take your word for it. I think they should make Twixes like Kit Kats, as in like 4 of them, like four Twixes in a packet. I'd eat all 4. I don't doubt it, Paulie. Didn't Kit Kat lose a what was it? Kit Kat lost something in the Court of Appeal. I think it was in the European Court of Appeal. They lost something this week. They lost a court case over... That was it. There was a Norwegian company that makes a 4-fingered biscuit product, a lot like Kit Kat. And Kit Kat argued that they had the basically had the trademark on that design of having 4 fingers shaped bars. And I think the European court threw it out and said, no. No, you don't. They said the shape of the Kit Kat bar is their design. I'm like, come on. Not really. I wonder how much money Nestle wasted on that court case. The guy who scammed McDonald's monopoly, no. I didn't hear about that. Do I like MP? I do, in a controlled environment. What I don't like about MP is having to deal with crazy people. And by crazy people, I mean people who don't drive a truck like it's meant to be driven. Like they just floor it. Smash into things. I don't like that. When's the next convoy, Dave? let me put that one back to chat for you, Dave. Guys, when is the next convoy planned? Evan the Kid, welcome back. Dev Crafty, welcome back. There you go. Nikki's awake. Eamon's awake. Nandas is awake. Corn is awake. Gamble Max is. L. Phillips. James. All listening. All awake. Paying attention. Saturday, September the 1st is the next one. But there's no applications open just yet. Will be very, very, very soon. I'll speak to you in a week about what we was talking about the other day, Paulie. Okay. He says, thinking, what was we talking about the other day that I need to look in Discord for? Yeah, Heyman, you were the SWAT at the front. Davina, do you always sleep type? I can't remember, Paulie. Now the brakes are working. What the heck? Do you have a hotkey to disable track? Ah, of course I do. I can go from this to that and back to this and back to that. See? It's magic. It's really handy because it means I can do, you know, like grab a drink and stuff without disrupting your view. Or when you have a drink of water, you go, it's really annoying as a viewer. So I have a pause button. We have indeed, L. Phillips, had a braking issue all weekend, but that was with a different wheel. However, I was watching some videos last night of configuring the Fanatec pedals, and I'm pretty certain I know what to do now to get that all working. Yeah, I think, Lilgoth, I think somebody should put the magic roundabout in. Absolutely. Baz needs to experience that. No, Shoot Bandits. There's, the actual Fanatec wheel has, you can configure lots of settings inside the wheel that you don't do in the app. And basically I need to use the wheel settings to configure the braking force. And if you tweak that correctly, it gives you like a smooth application of braking force. And then I also need to adjust the spring damper on the back, which I couldn't reach before, but I will be able to tighten it all up. And I should basically be able to get what I want. And then if I run Fana LED software on top, I should be able to make it rumble just to when I'm about to hit max braking. So between those things, hopefully I can get consistent braking. What's a magic roundabout? It's a roundabout in Swindon that is basically 5 roundabouts arranged in a pentagon, and they're all connected to each other. So you get this like bizarre situation, and it looks pretty crazy on Google Maps, but if you actually drive into it, it's insane. It's just insane. It should be outlawed. Did I use the force feedback plugin? Well, the Fanatec software does the force feedback for you, if that's what you mean. I'm not using the Fanatec wheel for this, I'm using it for iRacing, just to be clear. I'm not from Swindon, no. I've been there, to that roundabout twice. The first time it happened, the first time I hit the roundabout without knowing anything about the roundabout, and I was like, what on earth is this? Where do I go? Ah, you can do it, Paulie. Paulie, you could also do iRacing skins for cars as well. Squirrel Racing.
Welcome back, Mata.
Well, the thing is, Paulie, with a racing skin, I'll be using it like every week, you know? Welcome back, Rob Johnson. We need a dog on board sticker for your cars. Oh, that'd actually be quite funny. Get an iRacing skin, and on the side window it's got a sticker that says dog on board and a picture of a Westie. Put it this way, Paulie, somebody did me an iRacing skin when I was in the rookie stages, and I don't think it took him that long. Don't you pull out on me. Norbert. Yes, Red Devil, I've been to the secret nuclear bunker twice. You really want to get back into iRacing now, but you can't justify it financially. Yeah, I know. It's a pity I can't help you there, Alex.
Aye.
Mr. Wyland! Lord Sokia. Lord Dawn of the Shire's made an appearance. IR skins are easy. Right then. Here he is. Captain Cheesy Bites is here. You start your job on September the 3rd. Ah, cool. Dolly. Come on, boy. Hey. Here he is, the man himself. The real star of the show. Lord Dawn of the Shire. Purveyor of schmackos. Taster of cheesy bites. Second of his name.
Aye.
Mr. Globetroller, good evening to you all equally. And you. You can't get out of it. There you go. Thank you, Globetroller, for 2,000 bits there. Well, Socky's getting older, getting a job and everything, I know, right? The growing pains. Yeah, Red Devil, it's the cheesy bites. They really do, they like max out the ASMR effect. Yeah, Trent, there should be a 4-day stream. What? We're laughing at? What, ASMR Doyle? How's Doyle been coping with the heat? He's been coming into my office most of the time.
Abandoning the rest of the fam, melting
Oh, yeah.
now.
He knows where it's cool. He's like, I'm staying in here. Incredibly loud schmacking. See you later, Paulie, mate. No, Trent, there's not. D. Clark is a West Highland Terrier, otherwise known as a Westie. I do indeed, Alpha Lima. Wow, Wyland, is it taking you this long to spot that Thyrox is in chat? Oh my god.
Oh, hello.
Mrs. Squirrel says hi, Thyrox.
You don't.
You done, pal? You done? High five. Thanks for watching. See you later. Like, you know, like the Queen waves. He'll see you later in the week, won't you, Lord Doyle? Down you go, pal. You can have a coffee. Leeds, Doyle. Don't pull out the headphones, man. I can't hear anything. Just lock the old casters. Westie's always bred with white hair. Westies are white, Scotties are black haired. But their hair often goes yellow in places because of saliva. Like they'll lick the paws and it makes it go a bit yellowy. Some of them have like a problem where they get like it discolors their hair where they have like tear gland problems. Yeah, oh Phillips, I think that's true. I think it reduces accidents, but because people get to it and just go so slowly because they don't know where they are or which direction they're supposed to be going. Like they look at all these painted lines on the floor and go, I don't know where I'm meant to go. You have an Australian Shepherd.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Gunnar Leonard, thank you for 22 months. Almost on 2 years. Do you think it would be that long, Dave? 3 minutes? A Westie and a German Shepherd. Blimey. Big and small. Selsky, it's an actual. It's a combination. It's based on the real world, but it's not to scale. And cities have, you know, they're not cities aren't massive in this. They're quite small really, and they have kind of landmarks, key landmarks that you recognize. So in that sense it's fictional, but it's based on reality, if you like. Like the road numbers are all correct and things like this, but they don't really follow accurately what the real world does. Can't really show you Tron, it's a day cab really. Oh god. My opinion on German Shepherd. Not my kind of dog, to be honest. Wait, there's a discovery here? Oh, there's not. Well, I've had 2 staffies in my lifetime, Little Goth. They're great dog staffies, but they're so stupid. They really are. They remind me of, you know Tom and Jerry? You know that dog in Tom and Jerry? How it's just completely stupid. Reminds me of that. That's what staffies remind me of. Husky wolf, yeah. I'd love a husky wolf dog, but my daughter is absolutely terrified of wolves and husky wolves. Like she breaks out in a cold sweat. Yeah, Rottweilers can be really, like, if they're groomed properly, can be beautiful dogs.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Banshee, 32 months. Whoops. I did it again. Alright, Brittany. Have you ever had an experience with a cruel dog? What do you mean a cruel dog? Oh, I know, Custard, I know, but she was terrified by one when she was younger. And it just stuck with her. It's just one of those things. Like, if you're frightened to your core by something in your childhood, it's very difficult to shift it. And it developed into a fear of dogs, and one of the reasons we got a dog again was to try and remove that fear, and it really did.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it still
yeah,
exists for the whole husky wolf type scenario. That's the truck, somebody wanted to see it. Official game, like just throwing some love to the best streamer on Twitch. Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you for 500 bits and the kind words. Doesn't have a bed, look. It's like, doesn't really have a bed as such. You could sleep behind there if you were small. It's a bit cramped. Empty pallets. You got a Borodor, not an official breed in Canada, but can be left on 10-12 hours at a pinch. Blimey. That yacht. Hey, Sneaky Ninja, not bad. I don't have 6 monitors, Connor. I have 5. And I use them whenever I'm streaming, all 5 always active. If I'm not streaming, I'll have 3. Guys, how long before I get a coffee? What do you think? How long ago since Mrs. Squirrel was here and I asked for a coffee? I don't know how long she's had, but I'm going to start a timer. Right, stopwatches a go. Ignore how long she's already had. How long do you think it'll be before I get one? I'm going to go for 8 minutes. 30 minutes, I hope not. Flippin' heck. 15? So excluding the time she's already had. I don't think she's watching now. You never know. If she's watching, it'll be like 2 minutes. How do you find when the next map DLC? How do you find out when is the next map DLC? I don't understand, Crossbow. If you click on the game on the store page, underneath it says the DLC. If you're on about future DLC, it doesn't get announced until the next one won't be a while. Connor, she would never bring me a cold coffee because she knows I won't drink it. Oh, she's here. She's quite obviously watching.
I did, however, make you tea. I forgot you wanted coffee.
No, I want coffee.
No, I tipped it away in a midget.
So you're obviously watching then. 2 minutes, guys, and she's watching. And how long would it have been if you hadn't have been watching, I wonder?
What else now?
It's funny, I said if she's watching 2 minutes, and then you went boom on 2 minutes. Hey?
My fault.
You keep forgetting things. The thing is, when I mentioned it last time, you brought a drink within 2 minutes. This time I just left you to it, and it's like goldfish in it. What kettle? A Bosch. Right, need to move that coffee over to that side of the table. It's good skin, this one. He's going to do a good job on it. It was I love this. I was watching your stream during church again. How do you get away with that? I mean, obviously, have you got headphones on, or are you just watching it in silence? And how do people just not notice? Surely somebody's looked over and gone, he's watching a video on his phone. It's Suburban, thank you for 30 months. Oh, it's actually LTZ. Is it LTZ Suburban or it's Suburban? You watch the stream in an empty room during sacraments. Oh, wow. That's amazing. The Church of Squirrel. Don't you mean the Church of Gnatology? I don't see how you can play poker in church. That's insane. Bluetooth earbuds and like to sit in the back. God. It's true in churches as it is in schools. The ones at the back are the ones messing around. I don't know yet, Connor. I'm not entirely sure. LTZ Suburban. Gotcha. It's weird because on my panel it comes through in lowercase, but I think it just lowercases everything. So the L looked like an I. You're up at 5 AM? Hello? Thing is, getting up at 5 AM in summer is a lot easier than getting up at 5 AM in winter. Because it's daylight, you know? It's the morning, 5 AM. In winter, you just want to stay in bed. I can hear people outside, like, scraping ice off the car, and it's just freezing cold and it's dark. You're like, don't make me get out of bed, it's nice and warm in here. You're the opposite. You're much more alert and active during the night. Ah, well, that's a circadian rhythm thing. That's your personal body clock. Hang on, I need to blow my nose. Mr. Jackie Chengi, thank you for 7 months. You have people call you LTZ as they struggle to pronounce Suburban. Really? Well, they call you Suburban. That's really weird. Good night, Impiers. Have a good one, sir. Can indeed, Dr. D. It's amazing how much time you lose to commuting. I would not like to add up how many thousands of hours I've lost in my life to commuting. What? Make it 70, then put a speed camera there, then put it back to 90 and 80. Scumbags. Well, it's certainly true that you can't complain. We did not have a summer this year. You ride your bike 5 kilometers to work last full week at 5 AM. I knew a guy that used to ride 15Ks to work every day, in all year round. I knew another guy that used to ride into work when I was working in London, he used to ride 20 miles in and 20 miles home. And if he had to go into the central London, he'd ride his bike there as well. Like, dude. I mean, I guess after Heyman, when you've been doing it for years, I guess it's fine, but I can't imagine the first few weeks where you try to do that. Just, and the amount of time that it takes every single day. And then when you've had like a bad day at work and then you've got to cycle again 20 miles, what? Oh, just get on the tube. Dav's loved bikes and did 15 miles 6 days a week for about 10 to 15 years and 10 miles when he moved jobs. I bet he's got thunder thighs. Your boss lives 2 minute walk from work, but usually drives in. 2 minutes? Hey, Trucker Chris. He's in the army as well. His doctor's notes are funny. You're taking classes to become a spinning instructor. Oh man. I see those at the gym, those spinning classes. And I just put my head around the door and just go, nope. Some instructor just going, come on, let's keep it going, another 30 seconds, come on, and the sweat like just spraying off people. They're all and the music's like this. It's just look at it and go, nah, I'll just go on my machine over here, you can keep that. Like a frenzy inside a room. Jamtron, welcome to the house. Thank you for your support. Can we give Jamtron a nutty welcome, guys? Thank you. How's the weekend? Not bad, Trucker Chris, not bad. Got back into iRacing yesterday, that was fun. Oh yeah, I know they're intensive. I can tell by the stench of sweat afterwards. By the humidity that emanates from the room. You have to wipe all the machines down, which you're going to have to do. You're going to have to wipe all those machines down afterwards. He was in yesterday's stream, Trucker Chris. Well, you saw it then. I'm in a gym, get fresh, that's all I'm going to say. It's called love of the job, I guess. It can't be any worse than working at McDonald's as a cleaner. The toilet cleaning duties.
Aye, aye, aye.
You tried the fish game. What fish game? Globetrotter. Before our daughter was born, my wife drove about 460 k's per day to work and back. She worked on a farm. Why the heck would you travel so far every day to work? I mean, I've travelled those kind of distances to work, but I did it on a train. I'd never drive that far. You'd be so tired. Good night, Ben GT. What's the mug? You must have seen this mug. You must remember that mug. Truck's really nice, Ottawa. There's only one thing that irks me, and that's the box that you put on the back. You can't configure the paint on it without a mod. I'm fine, thank you, Stephen. And Seffi. The McDonald's near you got flooded by the thunderstorm.
Aye,
Wow.
aye, aye, aye.
Are they like in a basement, like a dip or something? Mr. Anders. Oh god, I want to play ATS so bad now. I've been hospitalized for a week. Oh my god. Are you okay? How long are you going to be in there, Mr. Anders? W lower, it means don't use caps. That's what it means. Shouting in caps. Expected Friday evening. ETA Friday evening. Okay. God. Stop reading chat. In Wales we've got a saying, please mind the gap between timetable and reality for public transport. Lol.